Chapter 6. Echoes of Destiny. The air hung heavy with the anticipation of an approaching storm as Gareth, Elena, Aldric, and Selene embarked on the challenging journey back to Eldoria. The path ahead was fraught with untamed landscapes, each step a testament to the perils they had faced and those that awaited them. Aldric, the master archer, took the lead, his keen eyes scanning the surroundings as he navigated through the diverse landscapes with unparalleled skill. The group traversed through dense forests, crossed rushing rivers, and ascended rugged hills. Aldric's navigational instincts proving essential in ensuring a swift and safe return. His stoic demeanor and unwavering focus guided them through each obstacle, the rhythmic twang of his bowstring providing a steady cadence to their progress. As they journeyed, the weight of their individual growth and the significance of the artifacts resonated within each member. Gareth, the chosen one, felt the echo blade pulsating with newfound energy at his side, a tangible embodiment of his evolving destiny. Elena, the sorceress, delved into the mystical energies around her, seeking a deeper connection with the ethereal core. Aldric's thoughts lingered on the tragic history that brought him to this quest, finding solace in the quiet moments between battles. Selene, with her dark past, remained guarded, her gaze shifting between the artifacts, harboring secrets of her own. Tensions rose as the group reflected on the challenges that lay ahead, the impending confrontation with Drakmoria's dark sorcerer and the formidable army gathering on the horizon. The weight of the artifacts and the destiny they carried pressed upon them like an unspoken burden, creating a palpable tension in the air. Each step brought them closer to Eldoria, closer to the heart of the storm that awaited them. The return to Eldoria was met with jubilation and celebration. The trio, hailed as heroes after their triumph in the Astral Nexus, were welcomed with cheers and admiration. The news of the united artifacts and the impending confrontation with the dark force behind Drakmoria had spread like wildfire, inspiring the people to rise against the encroaching darkness. As Gareth, Elena, and Selene entered Eldoria's bustling streets, they were greeted by throngs of grateful citizens. The air buzzed with an electric energy, and banners adorned with symbols of the united artifacts fluttered in the wind. The trio, adorned with the relics, stood as symbols of hope for Eldoria. In the heart of the city, a grand assembly was held to honor the returning heroes. The people gathered in a vast square, their faces illuminated by the warm glow of lanterns and torches. Gareth, Elena, and Selene stood atop a raised platform, overlooking the sea of faces that gazed up at them with admiration. Gareth stepped forward, the echo blade gleaming in the torchlight. His voice, a resonant call that echoed through the square, spoke of unity, strength, and the power within each citizen. He addressed the gathered forces, instilling hope and determination in the hearts of all who listened. The artifacts, now united and in their possession, represented a beacon of light against the encroaching darkness. Gareth stood before the gathered citizens of Eldoria, the echo blade in hand, its radiance casting a warm glow across the platform. The air was charged with anticipation as the people looked up, their eyes reflecting a mixture of gratitude and hope.
My fellow Eldorians,
Gareth began, his voice carrying a steadiness that resonated through the square.
we stand here today united, not just by the artifacts in our possession, but by the strength within each and every one of us. We've faced challenges, overcome trials, and witnessed the true power that lies in our unity.
He raised the echo blade, its luminous glow captivating the audience.
This blade, a symbol of our resilience, is now united with artifacts that embody the very essence of Eldoria. The ethereal core, the Stygian amulet, and the luminar crystal. All pieces of a puzzle that fit together to form a force more formidable than anything Drakmoria can throw at us.
A murmur of approval swept through the crowd as Gareth continued.
But remember, it's not just about these relics. It's about the spirit of Eldoria, the spirit that refuses to yield to the encroaching darkness. Each one of you is a beacon of that spirit, a defender of this realm. We face a dark sorcerer, an army fueled by malevolence. But together, with the artifacts and the unwavering strength of our people, we will prevail.
He turned his gaze to the banners displaying the symbols of the united artifacts.
These relics are not just tools. They are a reflection of our determination, our resilience, and our hope. As we march towards the final confrontation, let the radiance of the Echo Blade guide us. Let the wisdom of the ethereal core empower us. Let the shadows of the Stygian amulet shield us. And let the brilliance of the Luminar crystal inspire us.
Gareth's voice grew stronger, echoing through the square.
Tonight, we stand not just as defenders of Eldoria, but as architects of its destiny. Let the united artifacts be a testament to our strength, and let the echoes of our collective spirit be the force that drives us forward. Onward, my fellow Eldorians, to face the darkness and emerge into the light.
The crowd erupted into cheers, a symphony of voices united in purpose. Gareth, Elena, and Selene, standing at the forefront, felt the surge of energy from the people, a shared determination to face the impending battle and reclaim the destiny of Eldoria. Amidst the celebration, the trio gathered intelligence about Drakmoria's dark sorcerer and the impending army. Eldoria's strategists, bolstered by the artifact's newfound powers, devised plans to exploit weaknesses and turn the tide in their favor. As the night unfolded, a sense of purpose settled over Eldoria, a collective determination to face the ultimate confrontation and emerge victorious. The council chamber in Eldoria's palace was adorned with regal tapestries, and a large round table took center stage. King Aldric, a figure of authority in his royal garb, welcomed Gareth, Elena, Selene, and Aldric. The atmosphere was tense, a reflection of the weight of the impending confrontation. Gareth took a step forward, the echo blade at his side, and began,
Your Majesty, we bring news of our journey and the artifacts that can turn the tide against Drakmoria's forces.
King Aldric nodded, his gaze shifting from Gareth to the united artifacts displayed on the table.
Speak, Gareth, enlighten us on what you have discovered.
Gareth recounted their journey, detailing the trials faced in the Forgotten Temple, the mystical discoveries in the ethereal forest, and the climactic events in the astral nexus. As he spoke, the king's stern expression gradually shifted to one of contemplation. Elena stepped forward, her tone measured.
The eclipse ritual is our best chance to harness the artifact's full potential. It's a celestial alignment that amplifies their power and creates a protective barrier against Drakmoria's dark magic.
The king furrowed his brow.
And this requires collaboration with Selene, a sorceress of dark magic? Are you sure she can be trusted?
Selene, standing tall despite the skepticism in the room, responded,
My involvement is not about seeking redemption or turning away from dark magic, which I still wield as part of my power. We face a common enemy in Malachor and Drakmoria, forces that threaten not just Eldoria, but the very essence of the dark arts I uphold. My fight against them is to preserve our world and the sanctity of all magic, dark or otherwise. Our goals align in this battle, and that's where my loyalty lies.
Aldric interjected.
We've witnessed her dedication, Your Majesty. In the trials and battles we faced, Selene's skills have proven crucial. She is an ally in this fight.
King Aldric sighed.
Very well. The artifacts take precedence. Now tell me more about this dark sorcerer leading Drakmoria's forces and what we should expect in the upcoming battle.
Selene, drawing on her knowledge of dark magic, shared insights into the malevolent sorcerer known as Malachor, the mastermind behind Drakmoria's dark forces. She explained his dark rituals, cunning strategies, and the extent of his magical prowess. As she spoke, the king absorbed the information, his expression turning grim. The council continued late into the night, with the united artifacts on the table serving as a focal point. Plans were formulated, roles were assigned, and strategies were devised based on the newfound knowledge of the enemy. The kingdom's destiny rested on the shoulders of those gathered in the chamber, determined to face the looming threat with unity and strength. In the heart of Eldoria, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the courtyard, Gareth, Elena, Selene, and Aldric gathered around the united artifacts. The Echo Blade, Ethereal Core, Stygian Amulet, and Luminar Crystal glowed faintly, their combined energies pulsating with potential. Aldric, with a keen eye for precision, inspected the Echo Blade, ensuring its edge was razor-sharp and ready for battle. He ran his fingers along the smooth surface, his stoic expression focused on the task at hand. Meanwhile, Elena meticulously studied the ethereal core, muttering incantations under her breath. Her sorceress skills were at the forefront, weaving protective spells around the relic, enhancing its magical properties. Selene, her eyes gleaming with determination, examined the Stygian amulet, the embodiment of dark magic. Her fingers traced ancient symbols etched into its surface, harnessing the power that lay within. Gareth stood at the center, his connection to the artifact strengthening. With each passing moment, he felt the resonance of destiny echoing through him. He gripped the Echo Blade, ready to lead Eldoria into battle. As the inspection continued, Aldric proposed tactical adjustments, considering the terrain and potential enemy movements. Elena shared insights into the artifact's magical intricacies, highlighting potential synergies. Selene, despite her initial reservations, actively contributed to the strategic planning, her dark magic finding a delicate balance with the artifact's harmonious energies. The courtyard became a training ground. Gareth honed his swordsmanship, his movements fluid and decisive. Aldric showcased his archery skills, hitting targets with unparalleled accuracy. Elena experimented with new spells, channeling the ethereal core's energy to create protective barriers. Selene, in a display of both light and dark magic, demonstrated her prowess, weaving illusions and manipulating shadows. The group synchronized their efforts, learning to complement one another's strengths and compensate for weaknesses. As the night progressed, the team's synergy grew. The united artifacts responded to their combined efforts, resonating with the harmony forged through shared experiences and mutual understanding. The finale preparations had begun, a melding of skill, magic, and determination. Eldoria, rejuvenated by the artifacts and the unity of its defenders, stood on the brink of a battle that would determine its destiny. As the final hours before the battle unfolded, Eldoria's courtyard bustled with activity. Gareth, adorned in the armor bestowed upon him by the kingdom, stood at the forefront, the Echo Blade gleaming at his side. The united artifacts, displayed with reverence, emanated a radiant glow. Aldric, with a map of the battlefield in hand, gathered with Gareth, Elena, and Selene.
Our strategy needs to account for the dark sorcerer leading Drakmoria's forces. Any insights on his capabilities, Selene?
Selene nodded, her eyes focused on the unfolding plans.
Malachor draws power from the shadows, capable of manipulating darkness to conceal their movements. We must stay vigilant and disrupt their magical hold on the battlefield.
Elena, engrossed in her arcane studies, added,
The ethereal core can amplify our protective barriers. With precise timing, we can shield our forces from the sorcerer's dark magic.
Aldric observed the map, his strategic mind at work.
We'll use the landscape to our advantage, creating choke points and maximizing the effectiveness of our archers. Gareth, your presence on the front lines will be crucial to inspire the troops.
Gareth nodded, a sense of determination in his eyes.
We fight not just for ourselves, but for the future of Eldoria. Together we'll prevail.
Training sessions ensued as the team honed their coordination and practiced integrating the artifacts into their battle tactics. Aldric's guidance on positioning and Elena's precise use of the ethereal core became integral components of the strategy. Selene, despite lingering suspicions, shared invaluable knowledge about the dark sorcerer's tactics. In the heart of Eldoria, the kingdom's defenders gathered, inspired by Gareth's presence and the united artifacts. Aldric ensured that the defenses were strategically sound, arranging archers in advantageous positions and fortifying key points. Elena's arcane mastery enhanced protective barriers, creating a shield against the impending darkness. Selene moved among the troops, sharing her insights into Drakmoria's dark forces and bolstering the defenders' resolve. As night fell, the courtyard glowed with the harmonious energy of the united artifacts, casting a beacon of hope over Eldoria. The people, united in purpose, prepared to face the darkness that loomed on the horizon. The night draped Eldoria in an inky shroud, and the air buzzed with anticipation. The united artifacts, carried by Gareth, Elena, and Selene, emitted a steady glow that cut through the darkness. Aldric, clad in archer's attire, stood by their side, bow in hand, surveying the approaching horizon. As the city gates groaned, signaling the arrival of Drakmoria's forces, the courtyard fell silent. The kingdom's defenders, armed and ready, cast determined glances toward the looming threat. The united artifacts pulsed with energy, resonating with the collective heartbeat of Eldoria. Gareth, echo blade in hand, addressed the assembled troops.
Tonight we face the darkness that has shadowed our land. But remember, it is the light within each of you that will guide us to victory. For Eldoria!
The crowd echoed his rallying cry, the fervor of their collective spirit rising. Aldric signaled to the archers, positioning them strategically to meet the approaching forces. Elena, with the ethereal core at her side, fortified the defensive lines, creating protective barriers that shimmered with arcane energy. Selene, her eyes fixed on the darkening skies, whispered incantations to bolster the kingdom's defenses. As the first wave of Drakmoria's army emerged from the shadows, a sinister silhouette appeared, a figure cloaked in dark robes, the malevolent sorcerer at the helm. The united artifacts hummed with anticipation, their power pulsating in response to the imminent threat. The skies above Eldoria churned with an otherworldly darkness, mirroring the impending clash between light and shadow. Gareth, Elena, Aldric, and Selene stood at the forefront. The united artifacts poised to confront the malevolent sorcerer and his forces. The scene froze in a moment of eerie calm before the storm. Drakmoria's army advanced, the echoes of destiny resonating through the kingdom. The stage was set for the final battle, a battle that would determine the fate of Eldoria and the culmination of the hero's journey.